What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video.
I rep the West to the death, but my life is better. I've shed blood, shed tears, man, I stormed bad weather. I caught an L at 19, that's a cold ass letter. But now I'm back in the world and trying to make it better forever. They counted me out at a young age, but now I'm living proof. I'm in this booth, I'm spitting truth, you see me on the tube. The Dub Show, homies bounce and roll. The Dub Show.
Today I want to talk about YouTube prison shot callers. Yes. Apparently they exist, right? We have self-admitted prison shot callers on YouTube, right? The first one that comes to mind is Wes Watson. Wes Watson, the guy that says every yard he hit, because he got there, they gave him the keys. He had all the dope. He was the plug for everything you ever needed. It's one of the baddest shot callers ever, really, if you think about it. However, Wes Watson exhibits zero shot caller vibes. The way he conducts himself, the way he talks, anybody who's really been around shot callers knows that they're not going to be screaming and yelling. They don't even cuss. For the most part, they rarely cuss, especially when interacting with other men. Because of how serious they are and what they're capable of doing and willing to do, every shot caller I met, they conducted themselves with a lot of respect, and they showed people respect. And if those people that they were interacting with were disrespectful, then they were dealt with immediately and severely, right? So we have Wes Watson, who zero. Like, there's nothing on, like, if you had a list of what a shot caller is supposed to be, and that list had a bunch of boxes, not one would get fucking checked off for Wes Watson. Now, another one of the self-admitted shot callers. He's another one of the Sharmutas, another one of the Wes Watson cartel, strength cartel. Khali Muscle. Khali Muscle is a self-admitted shot caller for the Muslims. Now, I can't pretend that I know everything when it comes to any other group, you know. But in all my years in prison, I never heard of Muslims politicking. I remember an occasion where in New Folsom, the Shia and the Sunni Muslims got into an issue on the yard. But other than that, I don't remember the Muslims ever politicking. I don't remember ever when there was things that needed to be discussed between like Southerners and blacks. There's a lot of dudes you have to talk to when you want to get an understanding with the Crips. They have different cars. The Kumis, you could talk to one person. The Bloods, depending on who's there, they have the 2-letter group and then the 3-letter group. You may have to talk to 2 people. You may have to talk to one. It just depends on the setup there. But never once did I ever hear of or see or have to go and get an understanding with the Muslims or the non-affiliated blacks, because those groups weren't into the politicking. So for Khali Muscle to say he was a shot caller of the Muslims, what does that entail? I never once, I mean, obviously when there's a big scale thing, then everybody's involved, but I never once had one negative interaction with the Muslim in prison. Not once. So what the hell is Khali Muscle talking about? Now, more than anything, more than anywhere on YouTube, the one place that the shot callers are really at and very, very active on YouTube is the comment section. Man. The comment section is it's lightweight undefeated though. It's undefeated because they don't put their real name. They don't put their real profile picture. They actually put really, really sus names for themselves. And through their comments, you can tell 9 out of 10 of them either were never in prison or they were in like a fire camp or something. Because the comments they leave are like anybody who was really in prison, anybody who was really around anything in prison. You can see the comments and you'd be like, he needs to knock it off. And it's like the whole thing that I keep seeing, and apparently it's never gonna go away, right? When people on YouTube, especially in the comment section, they talk about a person's prison status, or they want an answer to somebody's prison status, right? And I'm like, okay, anybody who's really in the mix, anybody who's really in the game for whatever group or faction they claim to be a part of, they don't have to ask the person. That's actually the last thing that people do. Is they ask somebody that may have done time with that. Hey, who is this Vato? Hey, who's this dude over here? And somebody say, oh, that's so-and-so. What's up with him? And then they'll say whatever they say. That's why it's so funny when people get in the comments and they're like, are you this? Are you that? And it's not just to me, it's to a lot of people, right? And I see it and it cracks me up every single time. And my thing is always, what does somebody's prison status on the streets have to do with you? Like, all these shot callers in the comment section, and then the self-proclaimed shot callers. And another one. Hey, now I don't know. I never heard him himself say it, but Big Boy from Strength Cartel. He's done videos with Khali Muscle where Khali Muscle says they both were shot callers in the joint. Now, we know when they do skits, they're the most like they're the most unprofessional, the least thought out skits. It's like if they say, "What are we gonna do today?" Hey, we're gonna say we're shot callers. Okay, cool, I got you. Or hey, and this is probably what they really do. Hey, we're gonna do a prison spread video. Okay. And then Khali Muscle just immediately go into that they're both shot callers. Somehow that makes the food taste better. Ay, man. It is really crazy. I just wanted, I got up, wanted to kick something out a little bit earlier. I'll probably do 2 videos on this channel today. There's a specific video, speaking of this topic. There's a video I have in mind that I want to put out. And it's a serious video. I just don't know how to do it to where I'm comfortable with it. I may just record it today, watch it back, see how I feel about it. And if so, I'll put it out. And it has to do with 2 different content creators. And the difference I see in them. And I don't want to say the names yet, but I don't know. It's to me, I think it would be an interesting video. I know it would be thought provoking. I know a lot of people would probably be engaged in the comments. But it's a real slippery one. So I just wanted to do this one real quick, have a little fun, you know, get the comment shot callers riled up. You'll see them. They'll be in the comments with their funny names and no profile pictures, and you know, their imaginary shanks in hand. Their shanks are their fingers, just typing away. How much they hate me. They've never met me. They don't actually know anything about me. But if they have any homies in prison that did any time, I'm sure they could ask their homeboys, you know, hey, you ever do time around them? And if they have, then maybe they'd get a different understanding. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't care. The prison stuff, all it is for me is where I learned how to be a man. Prison is what made me a better man. But to me, it's an opportunity. It's a lifetime full of experience that I try to let you guys get a glimpse into, so that you see whatever you're going through out here, believe me, you get behind those walls, it's a whole lot worse. At least out here, you have some say in what you can do and what you do. In there, you're gonna have to mind somebody. You still have a choice. That's why I always laugh when people say, well, you don't have a choice in prison. Oh, there's choices. There's definitely choices that people can make. But every choice carries with it something, whether it's a positive or a negative. And most of the time, it's a negative. But that's my video for today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. By the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I've never really said that stuff. I got to start saying it in the videos. Trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Also, those of you that are subscribed, if you see this video, do me a favor. Click the bell, the notification bell, and make sure that your notifications are on all. A lot of times, because, you know, some people, I don't want to say names, some people do get bots. They buy subs. And so I think YouTube, what they do is every now and then they'll push a certain amount of people, subscribers, off of all into personalized. Because a bot's not going to be able to get their way back over to fucking all, right? So a real person every now and then should be checking for every channel that you're subscribed to. You should be checking your notifications and make sure they're on all. Once you're on all, you'll get all of my videos, all of my shorts, all of my lives, all the notifications, and you won't miss out on nothing. But everybody have a good day, man. Thank you.